Hi everyone, I make money trading on expert option. You can also make some money by trading on expert option. Blah 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 blah. That's my least favorite ad on YouTube. What's yours? So this week, I hope you can start working on your projects starting today. And this is an example that I made that I came up with using a lot of inequality equations, which at this point might look very complicated to you, but fear not. I'm going to show you how to create something like this. And I know mine is a bit all over the place, but that's how artistic I can be. Before I show you how to do something like this, I'm going to start by showing you how to do something a bit simpler, like this one. I'm going to post a series of videos. I'm going to make them short, but I'll post a series of videos to, keep them short so you can follow and not get bored, and they can help you at different stages of your project. I'm going to go ahead and remove all these equations so that I can show you how I did this. Remove. It starts off with a simple inequality equation, or even a simple linear equation. If I have x equals 5 and x equals 10, now let's say I want to shade the region between these two lines. I know that inequalities are the only ones that can allow me to shade the region between two lines. So what I'm going to do is I'll change this. Instead of just being x equals 5, I'll make it greater or equal to 5. If I make it that, then I see it shades the region from 5 including everything after 5. But I only want it to shade between 5 and 10. What does that mean? What that means is I need to restrict the x values, or the domain. So I'm going to restrict these x values to only be between 5 and 10. If I restrict them to 5 and 10, this inequality automatically only shades between 5 and 10. All well and good, except on the y-axis it continues forever. I need to have some kind of restriction so that I only shade what I'm interested in. Let's say I was interested in shading this little box right here between the 5 and the 10, 5 and 10. The x domain, or the x values, have already been restricted nicely, but the y values have not been restricted. That's why they're going crazy endless. So I'm going to restrict the y values. Remember, use the curly brackets. I don't know the word for them, but use those curly brackets on your computer. That's how Desmos understands a restriction. So if I use those brackets and I say I want my y values to be between 0 and 5, nice and neat, it shades only from x, it only shades from 5 to 10, and on the y-axis it only shades from 0 to 5. So that's that. Remember, I'm interested in creating a whole mosaic, or an art piece or a stained glass. So I can duplicate this. I can duplicate this to move it up, move it down, move it left, move it right. Let me duplicate this. To duplicate, I click that gear button, and then this copy thing comes up, and I click it to duplicate. So I have two of them. I need to push it. If I want to push it to the left or right, if I want to move it along the x-axis, then I'll change this y restriction, or the domain restriction. If I want to move it along the y-axis, I'll change the y restriction. So let me first move this box to the left. If I want to move it 5 units to the left, that means x will start from 0 and end at 5. And I'll give it a different color by holding this button and selecting a different color. Now if I want to move it to the right, again, duplicate. If I want to move it to the right, this time we'll start at 10 and end at 15. So I want x to start at 10 and end at 15. Move to the right, give it a different color. Now I can move each of these ones up and down by changing the y restriction. Let me start by moving this middle one, the green one, up and down. If I want to move it up, again, duplicate. If I want to move it up, x stays the same, but the y values are going to start from 5 and go up to 10. moved it up. Let me give it a different color, say black. Now if I want to move it down, again duplicate. Y values will this time be from -5 to 0 to move it down. Give it a different color, say orange. It's coming along together. Next, I'll move this one both up and down. If I want to move the blue up, this is the blue, I go to duplicate the blue, and then if I want to move it up, the Y values will start from 5 to 10. Can change color, give it that interesting color. I think it's maroon, purple, we don't know. Now I want to move it down, so duplicate it again, come here. If I want to move it down, then the Y values, wait, is it this one or this one? It's this one. Move it down, the Y values will be from -5 to 0. It's down. Give it a different color. What do I choose? I'll choose that one. No, black again. Next is this one, the red one. I want to move it up and down. Click duplicate, look for the red one, duplicate it, and I click it. Y values this time from 5 to 10. Give it a different color so that it all looks pretty, orange. And then I want to move this something, just one, move it down, then my mosaic will be complete. Duplicate, move it down, change Y values from -5 to 0. And then I can give it a different color, give it blue. So I've already created some kind of stained glass mosaic right now already, and it looks good enough. So that's how you restrict. But this hopefully was to show you how to restrict domain and ranges. In my next video, I'm going to show you how to do that with straight lines. Okay guys, bye.